This was so insane. I don't even know where to begin in this chapter of solo leveling. But before I continue, please subscribe and leave a like for more videos. Thank you very much. Now let's get to it. In this chapter, we finally get introduced to Stella Nair, a woman who Jin would describe as having a different atmosphere than other awakeners, leading me to assume she must have one powerful ability, and lo and behold, I was correct. We then get an explanation on her ability that basically lets awakeners go beyond their limit in just 3 steps, something they can never do by themselves, since all awakeners have a limit, with the exception of the reawakened. Her ability comes with the drawback of making her rest for a very long time after a few uses. We're never told exactly how long she needs to rest for, but it can be assumed her rest lasts for about a few months to a year. The efficiency of her ability varies depending on the person, but they usually gain about 20 to 30% more strength upon finishing the 3rd stage. The US then offers her special ability for Jin to use as a special gift, with no strings attached. To be honest, I didn't believe for a second that they had no ulterior motives behind this. Knowing our boy Jin though, whatever plan or trap they had in place for him, most likely would never worked. We find out that the US are trying to get him addicted to the 1st stage of her power so that they can have him sign with them, to which they are very confident will work. Stella Nair started with the 1st step looking into his eyes. As she did, she slowly had gotten enveloped in a void of darkness. The visual cues of this panel to me are demonstrating her not seeing Jin's association with power like the other hunters she looked into. However, observing into a tremendous dimness that was Jin, that was additionally a notion of intensity unto herself. Jin's association with power can't be fortified. In fact, that he is power. His solitary breaking point is time and his capacity to move, his capacity to the physical world. In any event, this thing is my interpretation, but you guys can put your own thoughts on it. Just from what seemed to be a few seconds of seeing into Jin's power, she gets frightened, letting out a huge scream in terror, quickly alerting her bodyguards. They then draw their guns against Jin. Only in this kind of situation, they kind of forgot guns don't have any effect on the average awakened. A big mistake on their part. Stella Nair is very shaken by this. Everyone is worried in the room. Jin is then told that they will contact him another time, and is escorted back home. When she said he is a king, I thought that meant that he was more than worthy of being a national level hunter, but instead it was a reference to him being a monarch. Words can I describe the power that she felt from Jin, the power like none other she had ever experienced before. The last panel of the chapter was very great actually. It was by far my favorite, with Jin walking away with darkness behind him, Stella Nair's final words of the chapter being, "He does not have a limit," a line that makes me even more scared of how much more power Jin can get throughout the whole series. My final question is, are they going to listen to her or just write it off as temporary insanity? Okay guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I make this stuff for you guys more than for myself. Please subscribe again, leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, see you guys later.